This is a continuation of 10-3, piecewise functions, domains and ranges of piecewise functions. So it says use the vertical line test to verify that these graphs are in fact functions, and then we're going to have to find the domain and the range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look if any place vertically has two closed dots. It has a closed and an open. That is okay, so that is a function. Domain. Arrowhead, it means that x's can be anything. Okay, and even here. So every place of the x is covered, so that is negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay, the range, is there any gap in the function? And there is. There's nothing that sits between here and here. So if there's nothing that sits between here and here, we have to figure out we have to figure out how to take care of the gap. So I'm going to look here and I am going to realize that right here y can go from -4 to infinity, negative infinity. So down here is negative infinity to -4. Infinity always gets an open parenthesis. The open dot gets a parenthesis. Or it goes from -2 to infinity. And I'm going to adjust this because that -2, since it has a closed dot, has to have a bracket. And this is an and. We're going to leave it as or for right now. So that means that this graph will say from negative infinity, goes all the way down here, to -4 with an open dot. Don't do anything between -4 and -2, but at -2 put a closed dot and then put infinity. Okay, next one. Is it a function? Yes. Once it's a function, we can go to we can do domain. So the domain over here is -7. It's a closed dot. Traveling horizontally, it keeps going forever, so it is infinity, and infinity gets a parenthesis. And then range goes from -2, and it is it is everybody, so it is a closed, it is a bracket, and then it goes to -6, and it never goes up, so it's -6, and it is a bracket also. Okay, checking if function. Closed dot on open dot, that's okay. Closed dot on open dot, that's okay. Passes the vertical line test, it is a function. Domain, I go from -7, I keep going, I keep going, I keep going. There are no gaps, so it's from -7 to 7. And the vertical is from 1. It's an open dot, so it is a parenthesis, and it goes as high as 8, and 8 is a closed dot, so it is a bracket. I'm going to check for function. closed dot over open dot. This is a yes. X's, I'm allowed to be anywhere on the X's because of the arrowhead, so it's negative infinity to positive infinity. I can go anywhere on the Y's, so that is also negative infinity to positive infinity. Find f of 2. So I'm going to go on 2, and this open dot says don't look here. I'm not even a value, I'm just a placeholder. I have to go up to here, and that is 6. Okay, so you're not getting, when you're evaluating piecewise functions, you're not ever picking where there's an open dot. Remember, that's not even a value that's okay. The value is when it's a closed dot or on the line. F of x equals 6, so that means y equals 6. So that's when y equals 6. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I get 2. Okay, here we go. Is it a function? Yes. This is okay, this is okay. Horizontal lines are okay, they're still functions. Domain, there's not an arrowhead, so we're assuming it's stopped. And so domain went from -6 and it hit the line, and it goes to 7 and it hit the line. Range is from -3, includes -3, and it goes up to 8. Okay, now I have to find f of -1, which means I have to go to -1. I have to come down and hit here, hit the function, which is -3. Then I want to know what when y is -3. Then I go y to -3, and it is a continuous line. This is when y equals -3, so I'm going to say it is anywhere from -2 to 4, including the 2 points. Okay, careful on this one because it's got arrowheads and not arrowheads. Function, closed dot, open dot and closed dot in a vertical position. That's still okay for it to be a function. My domain, I can go as far over as to the left I want, but I stop at 9. Okay, range, I can go as far down as I want, but I stop at 8. Make sure your infinities are sideways. I got lazy and made them look like that. F of 3, 1, 2, 3. I do not pick the open dot, I pick the closed dot. So it's 1. Y is 5. When y is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X is almost 1, so I'm going to say approximately 1. And that is the conclusion of 10-3.